Okay. Well, let's get.
Greetings, everyone. It is Dynasty Mirror Search for Huru. Thank you so much for joining us. Before we get started, as we always do, guys, we just want to thank you all for joining and thank you all for the support. It really means a lot. Also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the content. Again, like, share, subscribe. Go to dynastymirror.com. Go to dynastymirror.com. Grab Fitzgerald's favorite shirt, which I'm wearing right now. Africa is my therapy. The mirror is here. It's not here yet, but it's coming one day. A mirror is here. It's coming one day. So go dynastymirror.com, buy a shirt, buy some books, like, share, subscribe, and also become a monthly Patreon. Patreon.com, search for Huru, become a monthly Patreon. Today's topic: are things ever going to get back to normal? And me and for sure, we were having a conversation offline just now, and he was saying, he said, Dynas, how does this tie into our business? And I mean, as far as how does it tie into our business? Well, are things ever going to get back normal? Meaning, is the so-called job market ever going to be the same, or is it ever going to rebound? Me and Fitzgerald we've hammered on this. All right, 42% of the jobs, right, that were lost due to coronavirus aren't coming back. You have automation. I showed you guys a little hamburger flipper arm, right, that does everything. I've told you guys the stories about when I was back when I was selling uniforms for Centos, facility services products for Centos. I went into a customer, was in their break room, looked through the window into the warehouse, and I saw a forklift. And I had to just look again, and I had to look closer. I'm like, hold on, no one's on that forklift. I was like, oh man, this thing's possessed. I'm thinking, this is what's the movie with Terminator? I'm thinking this is Terminator, and Skynet and took over.
Was it a forklift like running on a track?
No,
or it was a forklift running independently down the aisle,
independently of everything. An automated forklift, not on a train, not on a track, nothing. It was a forklift, just manless forklift. And I had to look again. I'm like, hold on. There's no one. That's an automated forklift. It was an fully automated forklift.
So it was able to go on roads, in the roads, the way they're specified.
Roads,
item numbers, where that item is located on, be it the third, middle, or the and it could get that item,
yes,
and bring it back.
Fitzgerald, it would go get the items and load it, go take it to the dock and load it on the truck.
Wow.
I'm thinking Skynet has took it over. I'm thinking this is Skynet, this is Terminator. So, we were just talking as far as a cashless society, you're starting to see more signs saying, hey, we don't take cash, or, we prefer debit card, credit card, or we have a cash shortage. We have a change shortage. I was reading another article today how they're saying New York is about to collapse, for some people were saying. It's just, everybody's getting out of New York. They're saying Manhattan is just a ghost town for the most part.
Can't blame it for that.
Yeah.
I don't see what they up there for anyway. That's me.
I don't either. It's cold and expensive. If you're not, it's too cold and it's too expensive. But hey, if you're on Wall Street, or, if you're making that type of dough, or if you're in an industry where you have to be in New York, I went to New York one time, man. I was just like, I'm good. I like to visit. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to visit New York.
Yeah, it's cool to visit. It's cool to visit. Yeah. Go down to Times Square and and Park Ave and Wall Street and the garment districts. That's cool to visit, man. But shoot, living there now, man. No, it costs you $25. It costs you $25 in a couple of days just to go across those bridges there.
Right.
So,
they're saying people are emptying out of New York. I mean, it's a lot going on. So the question is, and before we even go to that, guys, my Carrot Bars affiliate links in the chat room. It's in the description and it's scrolling at the bottom. Click on my affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate, and I will get back to you. But it's just, are things ever going to get back to normal? Now we got this whole college football fiasco where Pac-12, Big Ten is shutting down. So all those businesses that are centered around that college football crowd, where are they going to go? So it's time to think outside the box. I'm going to jump right into it. I know a lot of people are anti-network marketing. I know a lot of people think it's a pyramid scheme. But guys, listen, network marketing is not going anywhere and it's going to continue to grow. I mean, that's the only thing I can tell you. Like, it's not going anywhere. It's not. So I've always personally been a fan of network marketing. It was just always about finding the right product or service. So the only reason why, when Fitzgerald Stevens presented this to me back in 2016, the only reason why I moved forward was, number one, well, it's two things. Number one, it was him because of my respect for Fitzgerald. But number two, if it were any other product outside of gold, if it was some milkshake he was selling, some vitamin he was selling, waist trainer, I don't know, lip gloss with Mary Kay, I don't know. You try to
get money in lip gloss there.
Hey, Mary Kay lip gloss. I mean, I don't know.
Beautiful ladies wear that stuff, eh?
I just would have said no. But when he said gold, he caught my attention. That's what caught my attention was gold. So I could build a business centered around gold. Fitzgerald, because it's gold, and like you said, the worst thing that can happen, Dynas, is you have gold. Doesn't have an expiration date. It goes up in value. That's the worst thing that can happen, Dynas. You don't do anything, at least you got some gold. I say, Fitzgerald, you got a point, because I told people this story before. A buddy of mine wanted me to get involved with this multi-level marketing company that dealt with supplements. And I did. And literally those supplements sat in my friend's garage where I was staying for months. And then when I moved from Atlanta to California, I just left them there. I just left them. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to take these with me. They're almost about to expire. Like, I literally just left them there in the garage. Versus, look, the worst thing that could happen, you guys, you get gold, you just sit on it, it goes up in value. That's the worst thing that can happen. Worst thing that can happen. So, and now even people are saying, so people thought, okay, I work for a company. Because of coronavirus, I no longer have to go to the job, to the actual office. I can work from home. People now are starting to complain about working from home for these companies. They thought it was going to be easier. And it's funny because Fitzgerald, he's the first one that brought up it's probably going to be harder. And I didn't believe him. I'm like, come on, you're working from home. How's it going to be even harder? All right, whatever. So I'm reading an article, and now people are saying working from home for their company is worse than when they were actually going to the office.
Of course. They don't expect your productivity to go down. What you think some cat going to be sitting on, laying on his back or laying on his back, with playing video games and stuff like that. Listen, if I'm issuing you a company computer, I get keystroke capability on that. Uh-huh. I got spyware software, stuff I can track you. I know exactly what's going on in your activity. If you have a company phone, I can see exactly what your activity is. If you don't have it, you're using your own cell phone to make company calls, and that's what I did with my software gig. All I gotta do is just send me on the Excel spreadsheet your numbers. Let me know how many people you're calling. Well, here you go. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and call a few. You're telling me you're reporting right there. Let's see what's the results. You're moving products. Okay, you mean tell me I'm paying you 40 hours a week and you done made 2 calls? You telling me I'm paying you 40 hours a week and you done maybe close like 1.5 sales, and those are maybes? What are you doing with the time? What are you doing here? And I'm not going to keep paying you for no benefits. So it's easy to track, man. It's easy to track people's activities, and companies are not in the business of losing money. So it's much harder to work from home. And compounded by the fact that many people are going to have their children there. Maybe they can't send them back to school, or you don't want to send them back to school. Okay, and so you gotta deal with them, and the rest of the stuff you have going on. So you have to be very disciplined when you work for yourself or you work from home. It's not like a routine schedule. I think it's much easier to go to report to a cubicle or go or you have your outside sales gig, which is both Dynas and I were on. I mean, I think it's much more easier. I mean, I had to report, at 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock when I was working with my software company, a very good company called Thrive. I had an incredible leader, boss, a man that could do what he told you to do better than you, with Anthony Ricciazzi up in New York. Every 8 o'clock on Monday through Friday, we had a meeting. We had a team. I was in Buffalo. We had Garrett. He was over in Binghamton, and we had Jessica. She was down in South Buffalo. We had Chris. He was also in Buffalo. Then we had Erica. She was up around the Utica area. No, we was all spread out over western New York. And so we get to work, and we had a mileage tracker on our vehicle called Rim Timer that we had to run to track exactly what stops we went for the day. And every Friday we was required to send him our numbers. Or he'll definitely sit up there and say, hey, show me what you got going on, what you working on, how you moving it. Ain't no such thing as you don't know. Ain't no such thing as you have made the call. People paying you money for it. Ain't hearing that. I mean, the work has to get done. Oh, and by the way, we didn't report to an office. And then we started, we went on our appointments. Our home was our office. Our vehicles was our office. No, you better not tell those guys, what you don't got nothing going on. You ain't working they're paying you a very good base salary plus commission. They ain't hearing that. No, so you're going to work hard. You understand that you're going to work hard, whether it be for yourself or whether it be for anyone else. And jobs are going to get more competitive. People think like, oh, I love working at home. Okay, I can see it in the stance of the commuting prints. But understand, man, they don't expect your production to drop.
Right.
No, they do not expect your production to drop. As a matter of fact, you have to figure out a way to increase it. And we're seeing a lot of stuff. A lot of places are going like that. I don't think things are going to go back to normal. What we customize normals. I think there's going to be a new normal created, and I think many people are going to get left out. They're gonna fall through the cracks there, because now they're going to see, okay, the Dynast Amirs of the world who can get in the president club, and as far as with production and selling of products and services. Now they're going to say, this let's give him a little bit more. I mean, if he can produce that, let's give him a little bit more. Maybe not. Maybe give him a little bump in pay. Maybe not. But why should we pay someone who's not doing as well as him? No, so I just see this. I see these new trends. What about these trends? Well, let's talk about this trend. Hey, you guys got to have the mandatory vaccine, or your children can't come to school, or you can't come to work. Mandatory vaccine, yeah.
You think it's coming?
Mandatory vaccine. Matter of fact, what about this when it comes down the pipe? If you're not giving that mandatory vaccine to your child, we consider that child abuse, and social services can come out and remove your child, from your home.
Oh, here we go, Fitzgerald. I'm gonna give you the objection, or here's the argument, or here's the, I guess, way around it. I can get an exempt letter for the vaccine because it goes against my religious beliefs. That's cool, but does it supersede state law? What if I have my lawmakers right that there is no exemption for this? They're working on stuff like that. Okay. Now, if you would tell me, yeah, I can get that, I'm going to homeschool my kids. That's different. Mm-hmm. But you better have the finances to do that. I'm going to homeschool my kids. They can't stop you from homeschooling. Most of that would be if your child was subject to being around other children. And what about that other child? You got to not only worry about the environment the child got in, you got to worry about other people not taking precautions with their children like you're taking with yours. And if that, I mean, it's just so much, man. We're looking at a total new dynamic. What about this?
this, let's just say, hey, we're not taking cash anymore. I think one of the things I heard about, they said, well, we want to spread germs. Imagine that. We want to spread germs by handling cash. Imagine how foolish that sounds. Well, if you're not using cash, if they're eliminating cash, would you want to put all your faith in banks like that? I don't think so. I mean, I would rather go to cryptocurrency. I would rather go to blockchain. I'd rather go to my own gold savings account that I can pay for goods and services in gold from account to account. So I'd rather be in a position where I can much more protect my wealth. I wouldn't want to. I'm not a man who believes in chance, and nor am I a man like to someone say I got you or oops. I don't hear that. For a perfect case in point. I deal with Sprint. Been a Sprint customer for several years. Pay these guys on the 27th. Very good money. Pay them thousands of dollars for my phone. I don't have any other phone service besides Sprint. It's my only phone, and which I use to run my global care bar business. So it's very, very important. So when evidently when they was purchased by T-Mobile, I'm noticing the network has been disrupted. And I was talking to a Carrot Bars affiliate, a business partner down in New Orleans, and the phone calls dropping, and I saw my niece sitting up there in North Carolina, and she was going out. So I said, that's okay. So I called up Sprint. I said, I'll tell you what, you guys, your service is dropping. You need to discount my bill right now. And I'm going to keep calling you and every time it happens. I'm not going to pay you full money for a product that's not doing what I'm paying you for. I'm not hearing that. Well, we got the network. I ain't caring about that. Every time this happens, you're going to get a call from me, and you're going to discount my line for me being inconvenienced. Now, if you're doing me a favor, that's another thing. But nevertheless, why would you expect? Why would you expect that as an employer that someone's working for you, or you as a business owner, you're paying someone to do a job? Why would you expect the production to go down? Most people are going to figure out a way to, okay, what can I do to increase? Because I need more, not less. And finally, yesterday I saw an interesting article by a gentleman who I follow and I really like, and I suggest you guys follow him too. Grant Cardone. You can find him on YouTube. Grant Cardone is a real estate extraordinaire. So he said, you know what? If I was broke, and I read this yesterday, he said, if I was broke, if I was broke, I would look for something I could sell. I would look for something. I would get into sales, something I could sell and get a percentage off of it if I had to start over. And nothing happens without a goods or a product being sold, and people who are willing to pay for it in the marketplace. And I agree with that logic. I think right now, Dinas and I want to sort of paint a picture of the what ifs. How are you planning on adapting? What are you planning on? How you plan on? How you plan on thriving during these times, regardless of what it is. What's your plan? As I said last time we was on the show on Friday, what's your plan to thrive? What's your plan for you and your family to thrive financially? What are you going to do? What are you looking like? Me? I'm going to build my residual income. I'm going to stack my gold. I'm going to stack my cryptocurrency. I'm going to develop my network to increase my net worth. I'm going to find ways to take advantage of this e-commerce economy that's not going to go away, and I'm going to help it and incorporate the efforts of others, and help them build wealth and me build wealth by doing that. I'm looking for partnerships, a particular set of people, who we could partner with and make money together. That's my plan. Asset accumulation. Asset accumulation, not only within the United States, but several countries around the world, so I can have where I can have emerging markets and I can take advantage of tempos that's going on over there. For example, with Africa, Africa is the fastest growing economic markets in the world right now. When I say Africa, I'm talking about the African Union. All 54 countries are part of the African Union. Africa is the place to be. It's a place very, very good to do business. It's a reason why. It's the reason why the Western powers and everybody else have been over there for centuries. You know, it's still incredible opportunities over there. So I'm going to look to see how I can help formulate partnerships and build wealth over there, in addition to building in the United States, in addition to building Canada and South America and Australia and New Zealand. Because I know I can find people who want to partner with that. You know, we could shield ourselves from a lot of this stuff coming down. I'm not going to go out there trying to look for jobs. I'm not going to keep doing traditional methods in order to solve new problems. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to try to save all my money in paper, because that constantly keeps losing its purchasing power. I'm going to put my money in assets, so, but nevertheless, I have a strategy that's working. I have been working. I am working, and it's working out pretty good for me and my partners who are taking this approach. New locks require new keys. Old keys won't open new locks. I think that's the way I heard it. That's my plan. So I'm not worried about the economy. I'm not worried about what political party get in there. I'm not worried about how much they say the jobs are being lost to maybe overseas or going obsolete, because I have positioned myself in a market that I don't feel is obsolete. And I'm expanding into other markets, new emerging markets that I don't see nothing but a bright future for. Especially with this carrot bar business, to what we're doing here, and then the crypto sphere and the gold sphere and stuff like that. So many incredible opportunities out there now for people who look for them and want to take advantage of them.
Guys, hit that like button again. Once again, my affiliate links in the chat room. Click on that affiliate link, sign up as an affiliate, and I will get to you. We'll get you guys up and running. Somebody says cash will be obsolete by 2022. That's right around the corner.
Well, I hope it doesn't happen, but I can't argue with Mr. Wolf. I can't argue Mr. Winston Wolf on that. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen. A lot of people are setting a lot in cash, but all I do know now that since I was on Friday and came back on today, Saturday, Warren Buffett, you often hear me quote him, said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. Warren Buffett, who had prime stock in J.P. Morgan, Goldman Sachs, is probably one of the most lucrative investment banks in the world right now, as far as the profitability. Well, back in the 2008 debacle, he was able to get a lot of their stocks for fire sales, and he has a sweet portfolio base with them, and they wanted him to sell it back to him. He never did. He sold it this weekend, and here's what he did. He sold his JP Morgan stocks and the other banking stocks. He got out the banking stock business. Now take it to do what the wealthy do. You know where he put that money, Prince, Diana, Samir?
Gold.
Barrick Gold, based out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Barrick Gold, who owns about 13 gold mines around the world. Their job is to go in the ground and physically get this. He wasn't doing any more bank stocks. He wasn't doing any more. What is that saying to you? What is he seeing as far as something with the future gold? Well, he's already been watching. He knows that's been up to record highs. He knows it's still up to like $1,923 an ounce right now. Actually, this was a course that he said he didn't want to take, but he's changed, which is another thing successful people do. And you need to follow what successful people do. Hey, you held to a position that is obsolete right now. You need to change. You need to change, and you need to go the way of the winners and stuff. And so he pretty much well got with Barrick Gold, picked about 23.9 million shares of their stock, I understand.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, well, that's what you do, man. We cat sitting on like a 80 billion dollars personal net worth. Berkshire Hathaway has close to like 175 and not 200 million in cash reserves. So it's no big deal, when you had the money to play with. But nevertheless, Barrett Capital, I think Barrett Gold, I think that stock was trading like 23.97 dollars right now. So that's an investment right there that many of the big time investors are really taking a look at, especially with Warren Buffett doing it. But why would he be doing? Why would he be getting in gold stocks? Why would a man of that magnitude, that savvy, why would he be doing something? Could it be he's sending something? He's seeing something that we're not? Could it be that Carrot Bars, a company based out of Stuttgart, Germany, founded in 2011 by Dr. Harold Constantine's site, a company that this product is gold, that delivers small gram gold increments to people, allows us to purchase that, allow people to exchange their paper dollars into gold, into that currency, and build up their portfolio. That could it be that company has been almost 10 years ahead of its time? They saw something really before the Dr. Site saw something before all this stuff broke loose, and looked like if you had a crystal ball, looked like he was looking into one to see where gold. No one could have predicted gold was going like it's doing right now. Maybe someone could, but it certainly wasn't the average person, because they was thinking because the average person is like, okay, we'll ride the stock market wave, we'll ride the real estate wave, we'll ride the 401k wave, we'll ride the Ritz, and we'll ride the annuity waves, and we'll ride the bond wave, and we'll ride all these other financial instruments. No one can see that they would lose so much of their wealth in those instruments, but yet gold is steadily climbing. It's gold's not as flashy as the .com stocks or anything like that, or telecommunication stock. It just runs a nice steady race, and while cash is going down in value, gold is still going up in value. And many people are going to get quite wealthy using that concept.
Right. So things aren't ever going to get back to normal. This is just going to be interesting. Like I don't know, it's just like we're in this huge shift. Fitzgerald, you've been here longer than me. Did you ever experience anything like this?
No, but I've fortunately I have been blessed with the ability to assess the situation and adapt where things are going. But a couple of months ago, on a stream like this, I use this analogy, and it's absolutely true. I grew up in country Alabama, and they hunt down there a lot, and fresh game and all that kind of stuff, and just sports. Some people do it for food or whatever. But if you're going to be a good hunter, if you got to be a good hunter, there's a couple of things you have to know. First of all, you have to know your prey. You have to know their patterns. You have to know their feeding grounds. You have to know their breeding. You have to know when they're most likely to be somewhere, where they're most likely to be. And then you have to if you're training your weapon, your bow or your rifle preferably, if you're training your weapon on something, you have to shoot. You have to shoot. If you miss, the second shot, you must shoot where your target is going. Where your target is going, not where your target is, where your target is going. Especially if you got a target in motion. You may stepped on a tree branch and he heard you. He may smelt you and stuff, or he caught something in the wind, something spooking. He's taking off. Well, you can't shoot to where he is. You got to shoot where he's going. Well, many people are not doing that. What they're doing is they're doing the traditional methods. Let me go ahead and save in a bank account. Let me take this cash and save. Let me pay everybody first before paying myself. Oh, new Sprint got a phone out. The new iPhone 20 is coming out. Fine. As opposed to someone say, hey, you know what? This Samsung Galaxy S8 Note 8 is paid for. Still make calls. I call Dynasty on it. I'm good. I don't need to do that. I don't need to go. I don't need to get season tickets to Alabama. Alabama Crimson Tide's football program is fine. I could watch them on TV for free. I don't need to always go out and eat. I can get some stuff and cook at home. I can cut back and things like that. I can get myself out of debt. I can start saving in my gold, building my wealth. So I don't need to do that. I don't need to follow the trends. I can start learn how to acquire cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Bitcoin, the KBCs, things that I know that's going up in value. I can learn how to be a trader. I can learn how to build networks that's going to bring wealth to me and my partners, as opposed to knocking on doors and sending resumes out and traditionally looking for jobs. So I can learn other skills. I can learn other skills that's going to be needed in this new economy, as opposed to thinking like, okay, this is the way it's always been.
Right.
This is all I know. You can't teach an older cat new tricks or all that kind of foolishness. And I can adapt, and that's what the people who don't fall through the cracks, they understand how to adapt. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, the world is broke. Cryptocurrency will replace cash. Ethereum, Bitcoin, KBC, gold. The world is trying to return and trying to return in a way to the gold standards. Why? Because they realize that if their currency keeps being devalued by inflation, or the International Monetary Fund, or the Federal Reserve banking system, or the big banks, if they can go down there and they can keep using fractional reserving, meaning that you give them $1, they can spend it off into like 10 out of thin air and charge interest on something out of thin air. It's called counterfeiting, but everybody but them. And it devalues the other dollars. If someone can just go down there and print dollars, man, heck, I can give you these 2 napkins right here and call it paper. I mean, money.
Right.
And it might as well be the 2 napkins, but God only has so much of this gold in the ground. And it takes a lot of time and effort to mine that. That's one of the things that make it so precious. I can melt this down. It'll still be worth the same value. It's practically indestructible, as far as like that. You can form it, you shape it, and it's still going to be money, recognized money around the world. So I need to get abreast with things like that. I need to get abreast with owning a business instead of constantly keeping thinking that I need to work for someone. I need to think of how I'm going to be a job, and so how I'm going to be a boss instead of how I'm going to be an employee. I need to think about legacies to lead to my dependents. I need to think about tax breaks and stuff like that, where I can store more of my wealth, where I can create residual income and use that residual income to create more residual income, where I can partner with men and women around the world and we can build wealth together. That's the new dynamic. But you sitting out there thinking, well, I'm just going to go to job, and what are you going to do? I'm going to keep doing what I always did doing. Hey, let's go ahead and start a business. No. I want security. I want to just go in there and I'll just do my job, keep my head down. And, and if you're allowed to stay with your plan to 20 or 30 years, you got to try to live off of a pension by 40% that you couldn't live 100% off. Incidentally, the pensions are going to go away. That's another thing you don't hear a lot of people talk about.
Oh, you know what? It's funny. Okay, it's funny you said that. I was talking to somebody today. Not going to mention his name, but he was saying as there's more of a. In fact, let me back up for a second. So, 2020 already, more people have renounced their U.S. citizenship than ever before already.
Oh, I heard similar to that too, Prince. You're absolutely right. I heard similar to that too.
Yeah, but then also what he was saying was. If there is a mass exodus, as more people leave America, they're gonna make it harder to get your Social Security, your pensions, everything. If you're taking that money out and spending it in Africa.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, it seems like the rules are rewritten practically every day. We have some cat over here, leading this country. He's trying to shut the post office down. You think I'm playing? So what would that do with people who are waiting for those pension checks? What if you need that? What if you need that pension check sent to you somewhere? What do you need medications? You see, we are not in normal times right now. And so there is a new normal. I do know this, Prince Amir, now that more time than any. I'm concerned with you, I, and our partners. I'm concerned about us getting strong asset and strong assets and well and asset strong residual income cash flow to where maybe, hey, if we have to go ahead and leave out of here, we can,
Right.
and have the means to do that. I mean, there's a reason why people are renouncing citizenship with America. Let me tell you something like that. Much as I love my country, this is all I know and everything like that. Well, you know what? I'm not so naive that I don't think there's other games in town that are doing a better job than we are. I'm not so naive to think there's other games in towns, many on the African continent that, have just as good, if not a greater quality of living what I have over here. I mean, I'm not so naive to think that, but you know what? You're going to need resources, time, and even if you go over there, okay, let's say you want to go to Africa, you want to move to Africa, okay, great. What are you going to do for resources?
Right.
What are you going to give results? Hey, I'm a son of African. Trace my line back to Nigeria and Benin with the DNA test. And some gentleman over in Southeast Asia. Over there, look at that. Over here in America, well, my great grandfather was Caucasian. I mean, but so mostly, I have all these cosmetology and bloodline, but still consider myself a son of Africa. Well, I can't go over there and say, okay, well, hey, Nigeria, Benin, hey, I'm back home. We were prisoners of wars in this country over here, not slaves. We were prisoners of wars. I want to come home. Okay, welcome, Fitzgerald. Good to see you. Whatever they call me over there, say, well, Fitzgerald, now we're going to have to change your name. We're going to give you a name over here, and cheat you, Injukata or something like that. And if we're you're back over here, great. And say, welcome, son. Well, hey, I want to get set up with a piece of property. Yeah, that guy will sell it to you for. You have to buy your food here, or you have to have money to live here. We welcome you back home, son, but it take resources just like it was where you were. And I'm not going to be so naive. Here it is. Here's my passport. Here I go. You see this? I'm like, y'all. They're not going to hear that. They're not going to hear that. So you have to have resources. And my father told me never leave home without money. And but resources now in a world that is built on an archaic system, you get in there and very few people have the money and they dispense to you what they think your day's wages is. I don't prescribe to that. I think there's enough out there for everyone, provided you're in the system where you can create it. If you're in the system where you can create it, you have an unlimited cash flow, which you can create. No one can cap your income. But if not, if you don't understand how to accumulate land, you don't understand how to accumulate resources, you don't understand the different places, you're not willing to travel and go to different, experience different things and survey the land, you're going to be in for a hard way. You're going to be for a hard way. No, I mean, and this is inevitable. So no, there is no new normal. I mean, there is no old normal. The new normal is going to be this. You're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. That's going to be the new normal.
Get rich.
You're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor.
Get rich.
Well, what about the middle class? I don't think you understand me. You're either going to be rich or you're going to be poor. That's where it's moving right now. That is where it's moving. I mean, we saw the Jeff Bezos in March. Man was somewhere like $117 billion. That's dang good. That's real respected. Right now he's like 179 billion. Between March and August, his wealth went up that much. Well, you can say the same thing with Elon Musk. You can say the same thing with Bill Gates. You can say, the wealthy are getting wealthy. They ain't experiencing a recession. It's some people making a hand over fist right now. I don't know about any other markets. Like real estate's market, like the United States, man, they're selling houses left and right. I know they're doing it down here in Florida. It's selling a house. So it's not a recession for everyone. It all depends on what position you push yourself in. Now, Carrot Bars, e-commerce business. Now, why am I stressing this e-commerce? Because brick and mortar businesses are under assault. Brick and mortar businesses are under assault. Those are the one closing. Those are the one that's on the severe financial stress. Even big juggernauts like J.C. Penney's and Sears and these malls and stuff like that, they are under assault. Why are they under assault, Mr. Fitzgerald? Simple. They don't have foot traffic like they used to. And people are kind of afraid to go out, and people are under some mandate or some order. They can't go out to typically. If you have business like that, restaurants and even salons where people are required to come to you, and you got government putting caps on your business, saying when can you open, when you can't open, you're having a problem. Yet we see this company like an Amazon that allude to that again, or eBay or Facebook, they're making hundreds of millions of dollars a week, because you know what? Their business never closes. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, somewhere around the world, their business is able to operate. Someone with the click of a mouse is putting revenue into their business simply because they're ordering online. Well, Carrot Bar has the same system. You know, it operates in 149 countries. The product is gold. This stuff right here, it's just like a 0.1 gram of cash gold. You can pick that up for cheaper than what you can get one of those McDonald's or Wendy's value meal. Okay, right. And this is going up in value. You can go ahead and purchase this right here. That's a 1 gram gold card. We have a 2.5 and a 5 gram gold card. What do you mean purchase? It's simple. All you're doing is taking a portion of your paper dollars and you're exchanging it into gold. Exchanging it into gold. If I go to Prince Diane Samir and I say, hey, please give me change for a $100 bill. He gives me 5 20s or 10 10s or 100 ones. Did he buy money from me?
No, just exchange it.
He just exchanged it. And so he gives me that. Okay, great. But so I take that money and I exchange it for gold. $1,923 an ounce. At one time it had hit about 2 weeks ago, it hit close to $2,075 an ounce, but still $1,900 something an ounce. It's still not pretty bad. And in the stable, it's going up in value. It goes up. Now the second thing, hey, we're going to hold our gold because that's an asset class. We paid ourselves first. Okay, that's an asset class, and so let me back up. But to become a part of Carrot Bars, just register in the business. Prince Dynastir's link is strolling out the bottom. Take you about 7 minutes to fill out your form, and you're going to get an email from Carrot Bars, and you verify that, and you have a business that operates in 149 countries. That's not going to be there's going to be no charge for the websites, no charge for you to join. You don't have to keep a whole bunch of gold in your house. You don't have to resell and then you have your own gold-based business account, set up, and you help other people set up theirs, and where you can get a percentage of that income. Okay, all your marketing is free, all your invoices and all your team statistics and everything else is kept up for you for free. Your job is just to go out there and build your network, just like a business would go out there and look for customers. That's what your job is. You asking people, they look for ways to make more money. You keep your income options open. They say yes. You send them a video to realmoney.info. Follow up with them, asking they watch the video. Do they see an opportunity for themselves? If the answer is yes, okay, to register their account with register their account under your link and do a 3-way call with Prince Amir or myself, and we help talk to them, and you go out there and look for the other ones. You plug yourself into the Wealth Builder training that is created by Mr. Ty and Mrs. Valerie Best. That's going to teach you how to build a successful global business. You build your assets, You build your residual income, money that comes in while you sleep, based on the production of your team. You have your business that you can enjoy tax breaks, and you're able to leave wealth to your beneficiaries, an income stream, not just a business, but not just a business and the income stream. That's what we do. We collect assets. Now, when you start out, you just start out by yourself. Okay, you decide to grow your business, which I hope you want to do. And then you get your business package, 1 of 4 business package, where you put yourself in position to get paid 5 times a little a month, create weekly residual income that could easily dwarf your job or easily replace the income that you have there, or definitely supplement it, because everyone needs an additional income stream besides their job. Everyone. And so you go ahead and do that. You start off talking, and pretty soon this thing takes a life of its own. It's really not that hard. I'm making it simple because it is simple. Running on e-commerce right now through this phone right here. With this phone, I have talked to affiliates in Africa. I'm talking Nigeria, South Africa, Kenya, Cameroon. Where else we got them? Ghana, Zambia, wherever, all over, man. Australia, Europe, and things like that. I mean, I have such a large team. I had to add an international calling plan onto this thing. That I did it for WhatsApp, and Sprint does work very well with me with the prices on that. What are they doing? I'm helping them building their network. All they're doing is saving gold for themselves, building wealth for themselves. People don't do it for you. They do it to build wealth for their families. I found out that a lot of people, want to have the same opportunities that that many of us in the other countries want to have for our families. So they're saving gold, they're building residual income, they're getting the tax breaks, they're leaving wealth they can pass on their children. I started off back in January 14, 2015. It's just me. When Mr. Michael Delco gave me a call, say, "Hey, Fitzgerald, I have this business. It deals with gold. It's free to join." And I said, "Business gold?" He said, "Yeah, go ahead and sign me up." I didn't even fill out my own account. He did that. Got started. Got me a business package. Started off at 0. That's up to date. Right now, I have close to 12,000 affiliates. Business partners rather, saving in gold and all over the world. I get paid in euros on my MasterCard, pretty much every week, and just keeps expanding my work and creating an income for us with me to a point. This is how I live. This is how I make my money now. Set my own hours, able to work from home, which is brilliant, with what's going on right now. So you can't do it. All you have to do is be 18 or older. But see, this is part of that new dynamic I was talking about. This is part of that new dynamic. Okay, how are we going to acquire resources? Now, for people who have careers that they love, hey, I say stay there. But still, you need a residual income. I yet to talk to anyone who was not who did not understand. Hey, you know what? It would be nice to have an additional income coming in my house besides the one I'm getting on my job. But what better income that you can have? You're physically saving in gold. Get you one of the business package, 1 of 4 business package, VIP, about 4,900 euros one time. A gold business package, about 2,400 euros one time. A silver business package, about 595 euros one time. A bronze business package, about 180 euros one time. What package you should get? I'm going to tell you right now, get the VIP. But what's the minimum package that if I just had to go bare minimum, Fitzgerald? What you have to go bare minimum? You said bronze? No, I wouldn't go that for bare minimum. I would go for a silver for bare minimum. No, silver bare minimum. You can actually earn free package upgrades. Everything is based on duplication. And Prince Amir and I are going to do our best to help you, talk with you, and help you build. Just heard from affiliate lines. Hopefully, Mr. Keith is watching from Trinidad. Just talked to him before we got on the show right here. We're all business partners in there. But if we don't take this dynamic, okay, here's the alternative. okay, let me get up and go to work tomorrow. That's good. Or let me get in on the thing and see if I can find a job. Do you know that the way you deal with jobs has changed? For example, it used to be back when I was in my 20s, when I first got out of college, 30s and stuff like that, even early 40s. You would go down and you would meet someone, shake hand, eye to eye. You would go there and fill out an application. I promise you, you can go to like Fortune 500 companies, including Walmart. They don't want to see you. They want you to have filled out the application online.
All right.
And then once and if you are made through the selection process, then they're called you for an interview. You don't get the chance to go in there and say, "Hey, Mr. Mir, I was sent down here the ask for you. Mr. Delco sent me down here. My name is Fitzgerald." Say, "Oh, Fitzgerald." I don't get a chance to shake his hands.
I think I take it a step further. Now, the majority of these jobs, if you're not referred by a headhunter, they won't even take a look at your application.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. That's why places like that's why shops like not shops, but online sites like Indeed, or used to be I don't know about it too much. Dynas Monster.com.
Right.
And but now it's done by recruiting centers. I have this recruiter who who has reached out to me and say, "Hey, Fitzgerald, you still looking?" No, my resume is pretty good. I mean, my stuff is pretty good. I've accumulated a certain amount of skills in my working career. So let's keep my stuff out there. You never know what a drop on there, but still, nevertheless, I still much prefer doing this. And so that's the new dynamic. The new dynamic is going to be entrepreneurship. The new dynamic is going to be let's create on our own business and bring a product to the service. The new dynamic that bring a product or service to the marketplace. The new dynamic is what can I create online? Because if I have something created online, I don't have to worry about my business ever closes. And Diane, we have never touched on that really much, man, like we should have. Yeah, our business never closes. We have a global business that we don't need to be there to run it. The 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that thing is working. I don't know if you saw that, man. I don't know if you really put that together. Someone is looking at us, or someone's looking at this video, or someone's looking at this Carrot Bar's opportunity. They say, "Hey, man, that makes a lot of sense." I decided to register up. Friday, and people from all junctures. I had a lady call and from the Atlanta market. Friday after Prince Amir she saw Friday after Prince Amir and I finished making the video. She saw us on YouTube, like you guys are watching us right now. She gave me a call because I left my number on there, and she was looking for Dynas. And it turned out I did the numbers. Well, this young lady is 77 years young, and she's a retired educator. Okay, and she just wanted to diversify her income. She didn't strike me as a point of really needing it, but she just wanted to diversify in 77 years young, a retired educator. And she's like, okay, I need to do this because you know what? I'm gonna, I'll get my business package and how to help. I dialed on the Prince Amir's network. I pulled his Carrot Bar link out there. I helped register her business because she's an elder to me, and register the business. Prince Amir got an email, and I'll go ahead and help her set the stuff up. She's just interested in collecting the gold too, and building the business too. So and she still want to do this from home. She don't hardly go out. Right over there on off Bankhead Highway, Prince, over there by Hightower.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right up there. But you know the area very well over there. So people are looking. Then we have people who are much younger, like 18 years old, because you can be 18 years old to on up to register in this business. But nevertheless, people are looking for different ways, man. They realize the old way is not working. That model is being dismantled. That model is being dismantled. Whoever would have thought you go to a convenience store and someone's going to ask you, do you want your change back? Think how crazy that sounds. Do you want your change back? Not necessarily talk about the dollars, just the quarters. And think
Right.
about that. You know, when you walk,
Back.
yeah. Exactly. I said, yeah, I want my change. I don't care if it's 7 cents. It's mine. And you're not going to discount the price, you know, to take off of that, you know. But you go into places right now.
Something that's funny. You just said some, you know, I'm going to respond with that next time. If you discount the price to make up for it, then yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I'm thinking. I ain't in the business of giving money away, you know. And so now you even go, you go to banks. They say, hey, we don't have change. You know, we don't have this, and you know, and we can't do so and so. So you're starting to see something is happening right here. Now, what if you start going to banks? They say, nah, you can't cash that. You don't have automatic deposit. We can't deal with you. Now someone writes you a check for some work that you do, and you try to take it to the bank. They say, nah, we can't cash that. I mean, do you see how this stuff can get so squirrely on the other end? This right here, we're paid in euros, okay? And paid in euros on MasterCard. Anywhere MasterCard is accepted, I can actually use this in, okay? So I can use it over in Africa, use it over in Canada, all over the world. You know, Carrot Bars has incentives that you can win free cars, a free Mercedes-Benz, for 750,000 euro villa, Rolex watches, all for production. So it's a wealth system. It truly is. And you know, and so what we decided to take advantage of the new economy, and more so than ever, it's very, very important that you have something that you own, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I guess I could sum the whole thing up with that. Something that you own, something that you and your family own, a wealth stream that no one can take from you. No, it's just vital, because are you really going to put your trust in these jobs these days?
No.
Are you really going to do that? You know, and so but Prince Amir, I'm pretty much well finished, man. I mean, I just feel very, very strong because, hey, you know what? We're not going to run out of topics to talk about. We can sit up here talking about the economy. I can promise you a year from now, we'll be talking about something new that's going to come up into the economy. And now, and I definitely suggest you switch the news off. They have you scared to go outside.
Right.
But one thing they're talking about, oh, doom and gloom. The stock market is doing that. Stock market, that's one of the biggest schemes it is. No, you put money in there, somebody decides, okay, well, the president got a good bill of health. Okay, the stock is up. President maybe getting impeached. Well, the stock go down. You know, Congress going to pass a new stimulus bill. The stock goes up. Well, Congress is still debating, you know, stock goes down. You see how fickle that is. You need assets. You need assets, stuff that's particularly going up going up in value. You need income streams, ladies and gentlemen. So just in case you may love your job, but they just decide they don't love you anymore, you know, and then you have to go, or a health concern, or your job is stressing you out to the point it's killing you. You have to leave. Just your lifestyle and your family is not threatened because your income is gone. And that's why we see about close to 40 million plus people about to lose their living spaces. Either A, they're going to get evicted, or B, they're going to lose their home because they can't pay the bills. Because, you know, if something happens at an income, man, you shut down. As a matter of fact, if I wanted control over someone, and if I had that type of mind, not that I do, but if I had that type of mind, the first thing I would attack them economically. They say, well, Fitzgerald, what do you want to have? You want to put some chip in their head and you press it and they do what you want to do. I don't need that. You want to just go ahead and kidnap one of their children and stuff, make them do. No, I don't need to do that. You want to tell them what school they do, or what feet, or what can they wear a mask and not? No, I don't want that. Well, what do you want? I just want control of the economics. I want control over their money supply. Because once I get control over someone's money supply, you own them, and that's what we're seeing. That's what we're seeing. The governments and the people, the people who have control over your money supply, they rule you. So that determines whether you're going to eat, or whether you're going to sleep indoors on a park bench, whether you're going to get proper medical care, whether you have proper legal care, whether you can travel. whether you can't travel, whether if you have more children, if you don't have more children. What do you mean? Well, you got to feed them, don't you? What type of neighborhood you're going to live in, what type of school, what type of education you're going to get to. If someone controls your economics, your money supply, they own you. And you're in prison every bit. You're in a prison without walls and bars, but it's just as detrimental. No, so on the conclusion, as I often do, Prince Dinas Amir has said, titles are not sexy. Income is. Titles are not sexy. Income is. Mr. Warren Buffett says, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you are literally going to work until you die. Mr. Michael Delco says, my sponsor, that if you don't come from a wealthy family needs to come from you. And finally, Fitzgerald Stevens says, if you don't make moves will be made on you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know, but this Corona stuff, this is the greatest economic transfer of wealth in history for those who are smart enough to see it. This is the greatest time in history to become wealthy, but you got to see it. And you can't look at it the way things always been. You have to look at new pasture with new eyes. So start your business, right? Register your account. Start saving gold. Start collecting assets. Start building residual income for yourself. Just go ahead and start doing it. Now, if this is not your cup of tea, respect, understood. But you're still going to need a residual income. You're still going to need additional tax breaks. You're still going to have a wealth stream that you could transfer to your family in the event of your death. And you're still got to save assets. And if you go ahead and do a business apart from this, you still got to raise up. You still got to come in with capital. You register this for no charge. You telling me at 4,900 euros one time I can have a global business that I'm getting paid, or $600 American? I can have one time. That's exactly what I'm saying to you. I don't ever have to pay a franchise fee. No. I don't have to pay a website fee. No. I don't have to purchase a certain amount of gold. No. I don't even have to talk to people if I don't want to. No. You can just save gold. No, so we think it's a win-win, and that's one of the reasons why Prince and Amir and I dropped on it, and it's been suiting us ever since. Don asked, do we have any times to address some comments, some proper comments,
And guys, in the chat room, once again, is my Carabar's affiliate link. Click on that link, sign up as an affiliate. It's also scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It will be in the description. Now, go ahead.
Mr. Winston Wolf. The feds are setting up a new Fed cryptocurrency. Okay. Yeah, I'm quite sure, because they know people have such low faith in cash now. I know that because it's losing such value. I'm not pay with your iPhone and or Android. That was Mr. Wolf. I'm not quite sure how he's going there. We already addressed the comment that Mr. Wolf said the cash will be obsolete in 2022. Well, I can't say you're wrong. I hope not, but I can't say you're wrong. Pete Bernardell, waiting for my crypto to hit 100K. Start a business in Africa. Excellent. And he also said land and gold. Mr. Wolf said how much you need to invest. You could do it like with 4,900 euros for a VIP, which is going to pay you the most commission. Both Dynastic and I are that, so it made sense. You're going to get some gold with all the packages. You could do it with a gold package like 2,400 euros one time, or a silver package, which is the minimum we recommend, for about 595 euros, or a bronze package about 180 euros. Hello, Miss Angelica Ballard. Hello back to you too. Well, Dynas, I'll need you to interpret this. This is from Goodman Ali Alawaf. I guess that's Nigerian. I'm not sure the language right there, and certainly I don't want to chop the pronunciation up. No, so I guess he's greeting us. Okay. And,
yeah. You already responded to him. Yeah.
Okay. Gold, silver, surfer. The gold price has had the biggest fall in a year last week. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's still down to like $1,923. Silver surfer. Up from like 2075. So no, yeah, it's I guess that's not too bad. But I still rather have it. No lek tradition, and excuse me if I'm pronouncing the name wrong. Why silver? Why not? Silver is a great thing to have in your portfolio. But we just talk about gold with the Carrot Bars business. We're not in silver, we're in the gold right now. But sure, silver is a great thing to acquire.
Yeah, $1,944.
Yeah, $1,944. Okay. Mona A, when do the lies could you include some of the affiliates that have been in the business for a while, in addition to both of you, to express how Carrot Bars has changed their life? Okay, excellent. Okay,
excellent. We had Michael Dalco on here a couple of times, but
well, let me tell you about Mr. Michael Dalco. Mr. Michael Dalco, who him and I used to teach at his mother's church. We were both Bible teachers. Mr. Michael Dalco, who I've known since 1998. Mr. Michael Dalco, who walked away from a 6-figure mortgage banking job in 103 days with a silver package. Okay. That was 6 years ago, who hasn't worked since. His wife walked away from a corporate trainer's job, and she doesn't work it. And four of his 5 grown children are full time. The fifth one is under contract with one of the U.S. military branches. She's an officer there, so that's why she's not doing this. Mr. Michael Dalco, who has become quite financially successful in this. I'm not going to tell you his numbers. All I know is he could live anywhere in the world he wants to do right now, and he can go anywhere in the world with a moment's notice that he can do right now. And Mr. Michael Dalco has close to like 95,000 affiliates in his global organization, including me and everyone on Prince Diane Samir's team. Mr. Tyrone Best, the founding creator of Wealth Builders, has over 100,000 affiliates in his business, has been retired because of referral-based marketing for the last 25 years. He hasn't worked a job. He has a son. His oldest son has never even applied for a job, and he's in his 30s. How about Miss Shirlane Gober? Miss Shirlane Gober, who bought Carrot Bars in North America, has close to 800,000 affiliates in her organization. Miss Tammy Morrison, about 600,000 in her organization. Miss Tanisha Glaspie, a dynamic business lady over in the Southwest, single mother, has an incredible organization that sponsor close to 600 people plus, same as Prince Diane Samir. Mr. Willie and Sherry Brown, also personal friends of mine, up in the Georgia market, have done extremely well. Many people are doing in the neighborhood of 6 figures a month. Some doing like 25, 30,000 euros a week. Prince Diane Samir, well, he has sponsored close like to 650 people or 650 family. He has helped build a tremendous job. But talking about myself is not relevant. It's no sense of me talking about myself, but I do all right. No, do I want to do better? Yeah. But I do know this: when I started this business at 50 years old, because of this business, I've learned more about money. I've accumulated more gold, more cash, more cryptocurrency, more residual income than any time in my point in my life. And I'm looking at a very, very bright future right now. So this is what I do full time. Now, this is my business. My business is to help my partners, either yourself, who we hope you do decide to become a part, Ms. Mona, and many other affiliates grow wealth, and that's how it helps grow Prince Diane Samir's wealth and my wealth. So it's given us a very good future and very good outlook, financial outlook on life. And on being vague, I do vague. I don't want to say too much on a public forum, but There's many people who have become, few people who actually become millionaires through this Carrot Bar business. And I know about two of them personally. And you can too, if you're willing to do the work, and all it is about the willing just to do the work. Mr. Michael Hosey out of Seattle, how are you doing there, good sir? Good to see you. Good to see you again. Give me a call. Mr. Green, I'm a mechanic and deliver equipment for businesses, a household in the DMV. Is that the Dallas Metropolitan?
Dallas, Maryland, Virginia.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
DC, Maryland, Virginia. Okay. Yeah, we have an incredible team up there called Team Union with Mr. Rodney Roach and Mr. Al Murray. I mean, guys who are killing it up there. But they're not in mine and Prince Amir's direct line of sponsorship, but they are some super extraordinary leaders. So you got, we could either plug you into them where you get all the type of trainings you want. DC is killing it. A great question. Absolutely great. Mona A. Nolithic Tradition was asking, why do you recommend a silver package to start with? Excellent question. Excellent. So glad you asked that. Silver package. Couple reasons. Number one, and please hear me. You would have to go on one of our trainings, to get the breakdowns. As a silver package, getting a silver package, finding two people to get a silver package, finding two people to get a silver package. We have a documented plan in that you can actually, be doing like, if everything falls out, you can be doing like 25,000 a week. If the numbers fall out, and many people are doing that. But that's a little advanced training. I'm not going to get into it right now. We have a training of Sunday night training on goldrocks.info that we can plug you into there and learn that. But but let me tell you what I can do. Why a silver package? Okay, in 5 weeks time, Carrot Bars allows you to upgrade for free. Okay, so acquiring a silver package. Not only are you going to receive gold, like I say, you receive golds out of all the packages, but when you, along with our help, will register something like 5 silver packages or above, when you personally bring them in, and you do that within 5 weeks, Carrot Bars is going to upgrade you for free to a gold package that you're getting the higher payouts, as far as with that. Okay, let's just say, Miss Mona A, you are highly motivated. You tired of your student loans. You want to put your house together. You want to do a lot of things, what you want to do. So you're out there to get it, and so let's say you accomplish that within 2 weeks and you're promoted to your gold. And so when you go out and you find 5 gold packages with the same amount of within the remaining 3 weeks, Carrot Bar is going to automatically upgrade you to a free VIP. With what Dynas and I are for free. So you can get 2 free upgrades. That's why we say the silver, because the silver is good mid-range level, and so it has incredible turns, as far as way to do it. And you're doing that, you more than got your money back. You have more than earned your money back for that. Now, for reference of the compensation plan, that brings me a little thing I can go back to, I can accentuate upon. With the packages. Okay, when you have your packages, you are able to acquire units. Units is anytime someone purchases gold, someone purchases any other various products through that ecosystem, gold coins, packages, the crypto blockchain phone, the blockchain computer. And so you have 2 teams. And every time someone purchases those items, it creates what's called a unit. So when you receive 25 units on one team, 50 units on another team, as a VIP, like Dynas or myself or Mr. Delco, every single time that happens throughout your organization, 50 units on one side, 25 units on another, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 80 euros, close to $100 US for what's going on now. Okay. If you have a gold package, 25 units on one team, 50 units on another team, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 60 euros. Okay. As a silver package holder, 25 units on one team, 50 units on another team, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 50 euros. And as a bronze business package, 25 units on one side, and 50 units on the other side, you're going to receive a dual team payout of 40 euros. Now, that is like clockwork. That euro can come from someone drinking coffee in Lima, Peru, or a gentleman smoking a nice Padron cigar in Havana, Cuba, or someone in Montreal. They decide they want to purchase gold, purchase a business package, run that, and 25 and 50, you get compensated for that. If you have a package, and depending on what package someone decides to purchase, you can get 10% of that package. For example, you let's just say you have a silver package, and you sponsor someone like myself, or Prince Amir rather. We decided we're going to come in as VIPs, and you can get a minimum about 320 euros just because we said yes to our business. Plus matching bonuses. You have several ways of getting paid once you acquire a package. You even have an opportunity to not only get paid in euros but earn free gold too. Prince Amir's did that a couple of times. He's doing it now. That's why I recommend the silver package. And with $600, most people have been working all their lives. If they can't come with that, it's definitely time to rethink what you're doing. And I'm not trying to shame anybody, but you do want to have some skin in the game where you can get a return. You have to put something in before you get something out. But that's a one-time thing. That's why I say with the silver. Hopefully I asked that. Do Mr. Manny, hopefully I answered that. And thank you, Miss Mona, for answering that question. That was excellent. Mr. Manny Amimi, do I need a referral link to get started? Yes, sir, you do.
I'll put it in there.
Okay, Prince Dynamic Samir is going to pull that in. Just register as an affiliate, and it takes you about 7 minutes to do that. Okay, and so that's what it is. And let me say this: like any business, every business wants to expand. So Prince Dynamic Samir is looking to expand his business. My job is to help him expand that business. My job is to help you expand your business. Now, you can ask Mr. Marin over in San Jose, California, Mr. Grundy up in the Northeast. You can ask Mr. Dawkins in Kuwait. You can ask Miss Gabam and Paula over in London, and a couple other people. I will actually come, if you have a YouTube channel, I'll come on your stream, provided you're in Prince Amir's network, because I work within his network, and I'll easily go and speak on your format too. It doesn't make a difference with me. We're trying to expand. We want to help you grow. We'll come out there, show you how to put your link in. I'll come out there, talk to you, help plug the people into the training, and help you build wealth for your household. Oh, incidentally, there will be no charge for me to do that. Okay, I don't care. It's all part of a collective network. So, and I'm quite sure you can set some time up with Prince Amir when he's actually able to come in there, because he runs a very tight broadcasting schedule. He will actually be able to help you too. So, once you get registered, I want you to give me a call. My personal phone number is 1-716-573-6296. 1-716-572-6296. My email address is fitzgeraldstevens@gmail.com. I've run into a couple of people, Prince Amir. They was actually surprised I answered the phone. I don't know if they think, I don't know if they think I just put that out there, but yeah, this rings this, and I've had this number for several years, which is one reason why you can see why I was, kind of perturbed with Sprint, because this is my thing for business, so I need that thing to work. What is my job? I'm going to show you how to maneuver through your website. I'm going to help you get your package, and Prince Amir can do the exact same thing, because when you come in his organization, he's going to get an email that you came in, you register, you get an email from Carrot Bars, you verify it, give us a call. We're going to plug you into the Wealth Builder system. We're going to plug you into the Telegraph, the Carrot Bars Telegraph app. That app, it gives you the teaching schedule. We do teaching every day, 7 days a week, somewhere where we're having the teaching things that actually gives you the information on how to build and what part of the world you're in, also for free. and you can plug that into your team too. Because the last thing you want, ladies and gentlemen, is another job. See, it's going to be easy for you to talk to your organization when you have 10 people in it, and you can call everybody, and you can do your nice Zoom links, and you can do all that stuff, and you can really be the man or the woman. What are you going to do when you have 10,000 affiliates? You got to have a system to plug them in, because last thing you want to do is to taking calls, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's going to wear you out. That's why one thing I love about Carrot Bars is that we have that system that duplicates and helps people build wealth without you there. And that's one thing of a truly prosperous business. That business can run without you. That's how you really, really know your ride. So we'll show you how to get into that. And so on that note, I'm gonna go. We'll see you guys back, I guess, tomorrow about 2:00. Prince Amir, do you have anything to add, or I'll let you?
Everyone, thank you for joining. Again, that affiliate link's in the chat room. Click on that affiliate link. Let's get started, man. Let's make some money.
How's it working out for you, man?
It's going good. I can't complain.
Are you just saying that because I'm asking you?
Nah, I'm just working. We wouldn't be on here as much as we are if it wasn't working out.
Yeah, I guess that too. I mean, with your Search for Uru platform, what is up to about 75,000 now?
78.
Oh, congratulations! You're real good. So you're gonna risk your reputation by talking about something like this on a $78,000 platform. Okay. I thought you liked me, man. I thought we was real cool.
Definitely not.
That definitely ain't cool if I'm messing with your business. Yeah, I understand that. So I understand that, and that's another thing to consider, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, FedEx delivers your gold to you. FedEx delivers your gold in your hands. So that comes to you. You can have about 100 grams in your account. 100 grams in your gold savings account for free, and you can have the Stuttgart send it to you. Stuttgart, Germany, where Carrot Bars is registered. We have over 1 million affiliates in it right now. Man, so there's incredible room for growth. No such thing as saturated with this. Not with over 6 billion plus people in 194 countries. What else was good sent around in there? FedEx, 1 million plus people, 194 countries. Been in business since 149 countries. Okay, apologies. Been in business since 2011. Ever increasing, expanding. So we think we know we're on something pretty cool here. So and overall, that everybody have an awesome day. Well, I'm available to help those who wish to call. Once again, my phone number 1716-573-6296. I respectfully ask that you don't call me if you haven't registered in the business. I'm working with my affiliates, and so most of my time I want to spend with talking with actually people who are in our business to get them started and get them trained and everything like that. But if you do need information and you want to have additional information, which I can more than understand and respect, please go ahead and log onto therealmoney.info. And afterwards, Prince Amir's link is there. If you have trouble with it, just give me a call. Give me a call at my number, and I'll help guide you through it. And overall than that, you guys have an awesome day. And I appreciate you allowing me to come in your homes this night, Sunday. Thank you.
Absolutely. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Until next time, again, affiliate links in the chat room. Click on the affiliate links as an affiliate. Also, is in the description. Until next time, family, Dynasty Search for Hulu. Peace.